What's up, family? Chris Ramsay here. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to be learning something I like to call Airbender. Airbender is a single card flick that is done from the deck hand into the other hand in a really cool and original way. Also, on a side note, my friend Garrett Clark from Illusionist recently, I think, put up a video teaching a throw where you throw the card in that way, and that's something he came up with a few years ago. So both of us have come up with this a number of years ago, but we both have different applications for it, which is kind of cool. So if you want to see his application, go check him out, and if you want to learn mine, stay right where you are. Let me give you a quick demo of what this looks like from here. So the top card is twirled, held out like this. With the pressure of the ring finger, it is shot that way, over there, into this hand. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little trailer. A little messed up, a little bit glitchy. I don't know, I'm attempting new things. I hope you liked it. But to be real, I really like this card toss. And every time I do this, people are like, whoa, what was that? I mean, I like doing Cyclone. Cyclone's probably my favorite toss. If you've not learned that, check that out. But this one can be done with a flourish. You can even do a sort of hot shot card production. So let's say the bottom card is the force card, or the card that they chose. You've controlled it to the bottom at this point. You can do a rotation cut, or a revolution cut, or a charlier. Pinching the deck, turning it around, making it appear on top, and then throwing it over here. But we'll get into all that. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get started. So let's start with the basic card toss, the basic Airbender move. You'll need to know, this is a bit of a prerequisite, something you can practice and I'll teach you how to do. You'll need to know how to do this, right? So let's start with that first. First things first, you're gonna hold the deck in mechanics grip, relaxed mechanics grip, a very normal grip. Your thumb is then going to push the top card aside. You don't want to push a whole bunch of cards, you just want the top card. Okay? Once you've pushed that top card aside, what's going to happen is your middle finger is going to reach around, so your ring finger and pinky are still down there. Your middle finger is going to reach around and sort of grab on to that, pinching it between the ring finger and the middle finger. Right? Now you can let go with your thumb. Your ring finger and your middle finger are then going to switch places, allowing the card to turn around. Very simple move. So once you're here, so here's the action without the cards. Just that's all you're doing. Got it here, and now they're switching, rotating the card. Okay, one more time, here. Cards rotated. Once you're in this position, your thumb is going to hold that. So now you're holding it in this weird grip where your thumb's holding it and between these two fingers, right? Your index is going to come over so that your ring is here and your index is here and the corner of the card is there, okay? Allowing you to extend just like that. So you're not holding it here. You're not holding it here. The corner is where your middle finger is, basically. Okay, let's do that again. You want to push off, middle finger comes over, rotate, your thumb's going to hold that, index is going to come over, and you're going to extend. So make sure you practice that. Once you've accomplished this, your hand's going to turn over. Now this is the weird part. Your hand's turning over, and what's causing the card to flick is that your ring finger is putting a downwards pressure and is going to slide off the side of the card, just like that. Okay? And what that's going to do, it's going to cause the card to flip this way and to rotate. It's a really weird thing. You're here. You see how the card flips over? It's hard to catch because I'm looking through the camera. once again, brighten this up a bit. Here, if you want to extend, turn over. This is going to take some practice. This is probably muscle that you haven't developed yet. So it's going to be up to you to develop that muscle, and it will take several hours, but once you get it, it's a really cool feeling. Now this hand comes over here and it's going to shoot sideways, not forwards, not backwards, it's going to shoot sideways, just like that. I'm trying to catch it here looking at the camera. I'll do it without looking at the camera. There we go. And it gives it a nice spin. And when you can, and see, the closer your fingers are together, the more uncontrollable it's going to be. So you want to get not too wide, but just wide enough that you can control the momentum of the card and the spin of the card. Okay. Once you've nailed that down, now you can play around with distance. You can really hit these big distances as you've seen in the trailer. So that's going to take some practice. Good luck with that. It's not easy, but it is fun to do. And the first time you get it, you're probably gonna shit yourself. So there's that. Now let's get into that hot shot thing I was talking about, where we want to, let's say we've forced the queen of spades, or we've controlled the queen of spades to the bottom of the deck, and we tell a spectator, I'm gonna cut somewhere and find it. Just say stop whenever. Now they say stop. You want to break, okay, just like a Charlier. In fact, you can Charlier, but I prefer doing a revolution cut. So if you're here, you do a revolution. If you don't know how to do this, go learn this, because you won't be able to do it if you don't know how. All right, I'll run through this whole motion afterwards. Okay, so revolution cut. Whoop. As you're gonna close, much like the move we're doing with the one card, we're gonna do with the whole pack. So it's gonna fall on your ring finger. Your middle finger's gonna reach over, same thing as the one card. It's gonna turn the packet, but this time instead of extending, your thumb is gonna put a downward pressure and your middle finger is gonna push up, causing the packet to flip on your thumb. Now your thumb's gotta get out of there, but as it comes out, it's just gonna slide with the pad of your thumb, slide this card this way. And once it's slid that way, now you're gonna perform airbender. So it's gonna fall on the ring finger again, and then you're gonna turn once again, but this time extending and shooting out. So once again, we want the ace of hearts. We say, okay, right about there, I'm just gonna give it one cut, and oh, look at that, we found the ace of hearts. And now you can shoot it over and look like a boss. Whoop. So that's airbender. I mean, I've played around with just sort of throwing it, having it fall on the fan, you know, all types of things. But just generally, a lot of times when you're flourishing, you'll get into this position. And once you're in this position, this is the natural thing to do. And thumb always kind of pokes a card out. So it's cool to be able to do something from here once that's done. So there you have it. Whoop. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed teaching it to you. And let me know in the comments below what you want to learn next, whether perhaps another flourish. I got a few flourishes, actually some false cuts that you guys might like. One that I came up with looks like this. And that's a pretty cool false cut. I like the little tumbling action, and it's fairly simple to do. I don't like doing these incredibly complicated false cuts. I think as long as they're simple and they look like they're being cut, I think that's all you need. But I do have, I think, 3 false cuts that I'm willing to teach, and some are beginner, some are intermediate, and one is very hard. Maybe I can go through that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you guys want to learn, and if so, I would be happy to share it with all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, you guys are the best. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up and share with your friends if you want them to learn this, and go ahead and spread the love. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Peace out. Have a good day. Later.